Welcome to the Solely Inside Conversations, an attempt from me to explain an ongoing experience I've spent years trying to put to words. This is that story.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you so much for joining me today. As we've spoken about, I want you to be the first person to hear the full version of this story. And I guess I've chosen you because I've known you for a long time, and you're well educated, and you're a listener on subjects like these, and a good person. I've just shared this
Yeah, I'm on it.
this experience with. All right, so I'm going to try and again keep this to bite-size, 15-minute-ish blocks. So let's get going. I've always been Actually, no, let's just double back. The reason why I'm recording these with you and putting them online is because I've never been taught any of this. I've been gifted a range of stuff over the years, but the last few years has been really interesting. But just in case other people are going through similar things, because if they are, well, then this gets all the more amazing, and we can share those experiences together. But everything I've read, everything I've looked up, I found no record of anything like this, and so yeah, that's why I really want to kind of put this kind of project together with you, to share with the world as much as I know on this subject, and see if anyone knows what's going on as well. So any feedback would be fantastic. Okay, 3 years and 5 months ago, so at the start of that year, I think it was the 11th of January. It was a Thursday. I could be wrong on that, but all of this changed my life, started to change my life. So on the days leading up to that, that particular night, I was back at work, which was weird because I shouldn't have been at work. I went to work a week early. I'm silly. So I was trying to get good sleep at night and things like that. So on a particular night, we'll call it Tuesday night, I was falling asleep and there was activity in the house, like walking up and down, footsteps, things moving. And I live alone. And I'm used to supernatural activity, so I was like, hey, this is annoying, please stop. So that happened. I wanted to wake up the next day and think I need to cleanse my house, so I started to kind of think about that, which I didn't do the next day. I did the day after. The next day came around, and I had a bath that night. It was like a meditation bath, kind of forcing myself into different states of mind. And I remember something that I was told by some practitioners that they told me a story of someone going back in time before an accident and surrounding themselves with love and light and healing. And they were telling me this on the premise that this person believed that he went back in time and he did this. So I was doing this kind of bath ritual thing, and I was like, what if I can go back in time? And so I kind of went back in time, and I remembered all the times I felt lonely, hurt, all that sort of stuff. And I surrounded myself with love and light. And so coming to present day, I was thinking to myself, like, okay, so how do I do this in a present day kind of visualization technique? And so as I came to present day, thinking, okay, well, I just kind of give myself like a hug now. So my eyes are closed in a blackened bathroom, so no lights. A candlelight by my side, and a figure appeared with wings, and then that quickly went from that image to the wings were on me, and then I kind of woke up. Well, I kind of went back up. Well, that was interesting, and I just took note. Oh yes. Earlier on that afternoon before that bath, I did some hypnotherapy on a podcast. Joseph Clouth, shout out, on like trauma-based stuff. And that ended in like me being almost elevated from the lounge and energy or light coming out of my midsection. So that happened before the bath and then the bath. And falling asleep that night, I had crazy activity again. So again, promised to myself, tomorrow I'm going to wake up, I'm going to cleanse the house, and everything will be okay. So I went and got white sage. I had the rest of the things here. It was a 4 kind of stage cleansing using clear quartz crystal, obsidian, and fluorite, and salted water, and some white sage, and a candle. And so I was just about to close off the ceremony with this particular, and yeah, like all was going well according. And so I was in the library behind me, and as I'm about to blow out the candle, a big white orb flew across the library towards my bedroom. Unknowingly to me, I turned on a bedside lamp that I inherited from my father. And so, and this was like 4:35 in the afternoon. So that lamp wasn't on. So again, as things in my life, I just took note. But things after that, I started thinking, it's like basically like where did, or what after this? And so I was thinking about that. Did I miss something? And anyway, skipping forward to that evening, bed preparations, and I'm lying in bed, and I felt what like a small finger go up the shin of my left leg, and I'm kind of up alerted, obviously, thinking, what was that? And so I kind of nestled back down, thinking imagination, and it happened again. So I'm up now thinking, okay, is this energetic or is this muscular? Like that's the only thing I could try and kind of separate at the time. So I got up and used like a vibrating massage ball, which I've got to massage my shin with a muscle on my shin. Thinking if it's if it's muscular, who's will fix it? I'll go back to bed. I'll get some sleep. Then it happened on my leg in front of me as I finished the massage. So I'm freaking out at this point. I'm used to supernatural activity, but this was new. This was something that I had not dealt with before. So I'm scared. And I commit back to bed, and it happens again, and I'm up. Like I started watching cricket, thinking I'll just stay up all night, and I tried like a salt lamp in my bed, and I tried to fall asleep with my bedside lamp on, and none of this was working. But it kept on happening. So this happened a number of times, countless times. And so I was always between getting up, staying awake, thinking that I have to move out, all of this stuff. And then I'm lying in bed thinking, commit to it. And then it went up my shin and then back down. So I'm back up, I'm freaking out. And I finally commit to, look, whatever this is, I'm going to have to sleep. I've got work tomorrow. Turns out I didn't. So I'm lying in bed and I'm feeling this creepy finger going up my leg. And so I've had a sore ankle for a number of years, but you know this. And so as I'm feeling this sensation up, and I'm thinking that's creepy, there was a sensation in my right ankle, so my sore ankle, that felt soothing. And so the theme of the cleanse was light and love. Basically, if you're not light and love, get the fuck out. And it seemed to work for me over the years. And so this is going through my head, and I'm feeling this creepy thing on the left and then this soothing thing on the right. And I was like, maybe I'm overreacting here. Maybe this is light and love. The moment I accepted it, the moment that went through my head, my world changed since. A number of energies. I found out that it's actually one entity, and there's just a number of things that it shares with me, or it does to me, or anyway. So basically, I'm talking currents going through my body. I'm talking being electrocuted at some points, being a massage on another, to kind of tapping somewhere else, to surges of energy going different places, to new sensations on my head, down my back, to my back here. I'm shooting light through that at some point. But I'm leaning into it. Like at the moment it started, I was just like wow, this is unlike anything that I've ever even imagined. So again, I guess slight disclaimer here is some of this will sound very fantastical, but it's the only way that I can even guess to try and explain it.
That's amazing, yeah.
Thanks. Yeah, and so it's really hard to talk about in the public sphere because people hear it and then kind of switch off, or and so yeah, people
Mm,
just can't. And I've tried for years to try and tell the story, and I've approached spiritual leaders of sort of multi-faiths, and they just come back with the same words. That's unique and special. Like those words have come back at me so many times as I've
mm,
tried to get some guidance on this. And so, yeah, so I'm kind of experiencing all of this, and at some point, because I'm still kind of in my comical brain always, and so I'm kind of all this is going on, like my body's just being just infused with these currents and these sensations all over. So like even my ankle, if it's working in my ankle, like there can be 15, 16, 20 different things happening at once
mm,
from kind of covering it and like pressure to tapping to something
mm,
going in to something over
mm.
here.
Yeah.
Um, and so I'm kind of experiencing this and leaning in, and at certain points I'd kind of because I didn't know if there was rules then, so I'd kind of
Mm,
roll over and try and fall asleep. But before I did that, I kind of made the joke in my head. I was like, so it's just like a one-time thing, because it was like just amazingly soothing, um, yet weird. And then, like as I said that in my head, I just felt like with this like tap on my nose, like it was just like, "Shut up, you."
mm,
And so I'm like, okay. Um, and so yeah, what happened next? Skipping into the story a little bit, so I don't know how long this was going on for, but
mm,
and I did ask, like, I'm gonna have to sleep at some point. Like, do I just fall asleep? Is it going to stop? What is it? And I think the only time that it really ever stopped and did something was that vibrating ball I had in the lounge room. It sounded like that was on the wooden floor for like half a second of like, and so the moment that happened, everything just stopped.
mm,
I I kind of I I just paused and rolled over and just said the words "thank you" and fell asleep like a beautiful,
mm.
soothing,
Yeah.
deep sleep. So that's basically, and so that's the first night. Now I didn't know this at the time, but probably that little tap on the nose should have told me. But every time I've laid down since, or even sat down since, to some degree, um, it started. So every night when I go to bed, I commit. Um, and I've like, I'll commit to doing this because I think that like, so I've tried different things over the years, and now I'm just chill with it.
Mm,
I'm completely blown away how normal
mm,
I've
mm,
um, it's become. Like,
mm,
so I commit to like meditation on the lounge. I call it magic meditation. I lay on the lounge for probably about an hour or more every day, and I just let it infuse me with this light and love.
mm.
Um,
That's beautiful.
yeah.
And do you feel grounded? Do you have trouble grounding yourself and dealing with real life after all that?
No, it actually helps me amplify the reality around me outside of. So as things have developed over the years, there are certain things that are always with me now,
Mm,
and we'll talk about that in sort of other kind of chapters.
mm,
But yeah, like it makes colors brighter.
mm,
So even if I'm sitting in public and I'm feeling all this stuff going on, like ticklish stuff, but it's
mm,
stemming from certain places. Because on the first night as well, it like drilled into my eardrum. And
mm,
ever since then, I've got this like tentacle or this, I don't know, just like swirling around my face, as well as other stuff. And so it just, it centers me. Like it's quite a beautiful, like if I'm tired, I'll go down for a session and I'll get up, um, and I'm just like energy, just buzzing, glowing. Um, I've fallen asleep in meditations before, and that's been fine. Like sometimes
mm,
it's woken me up from sleep with like
mm,
a shock or something.
mhm.
But yeah, it's every day since what's that? 3 years, five, almost 6 months ago now. And so
Oh,
yeah,
thanks. Thanks for sharing all that. That's really interesting.
no worries. Thanks for.
Yeah, I haven't
What
heard of
time do
it
you need to go? Do
either,
you
but
need to go shortly, or
sorry?
what time do you need to go? Do you need to go shortly?
Yeah, we probably will need to close. It's probably, yeah.
Cool. Yeah, good way to finish it there. And so yeah, look, I look forward to our future chats. Thanks again for being my
Yeah,
go-to
looking
on this.
forward to them.
Was that sorry?
Looking forward to them.
Bless. All right. Enjoy your night.
Okay.
I will talk soon.
Righto. Bye.
Bye.